What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Samuel, free for coming through and boosting up the coins. So we got a leak for you, man, right now. Deontay Wilder sparring Filip Hrgovic, and I'm not gonna lie. Listen, man, Wilder is proper useless. Is the truth here? I swear down to you, man. He's one of the most useless dudes I've ever seen in my life. He can't box with toffee. I don't know how he got to where he got to. Anyway, let's get to the footage off the rip for you, man. Bash.
That's it. Coming. That's it.
By the way, that's Wilder talking. And Wilder talks throughout this. He's like, oh, yeah, keep coming, yeah, keep coming. So he's taking the shots, fair play to him. But bear in mind, at this point in time, Wilder's 2 years out from being world champion. Yeah? This is 2013. I kind of cooked you, man, I'm not going to lie. But listen, man, it's one of them for you. I told you before. It's a drought right now. The streets are in a drought. Kinahan, man, we need the product right now, seriously. Kinahan, the product ain't landing, man. It's a drought. End of the day, people. Yeah, you ain't been for a drought before. We going for a drought right now, a content drought. Dan the man, Kinahan, where the package at, man? Where the package? The package needs to land. That's what it needs to do. Stop playing with me. But anyway, you hear Wilder talking throughout the thing, and he's kind of sunning. God, do more. But he's not doing nothing back really. This whole spar was a stinker. Apart from the start bit, Wilder's doing something there. He's doing a little bit of work on the inside, which he never did in his own career. I never saw him leaning on someone and slapping them. He was always kind of like straight, wah, big jab, wah, big right hand, and leaky and swinging his arms all over the place. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Keep coming. That's it. We stop for.
What? Did you what he said? Wilder goes, keep coming. What'd you stop for? Fair play, man. He's got some good sparring, chat. I'll replay it one more time.
Keep coming. That's it. We stop for.
What'd you stop for? But he's getting punched up at the same time. He's talking here, but he's not doing much back. I got to tell the truth. And bear in mind, like I said, this is 2013, 2 years out from when Wilder becomes a moody champion against Bermane Stiverne. Hrgovic at this point in time, he must be like 20 years old. Hrgovic is 32 now in 2025. This is 2013. So it'd make him 20 years old. He's brand spanking new. Wilder's more or less in his prime at this point. That's the truth here. He's more or less in his prime.
That's it. Keep punching.
Heavy back session.
That's it.
Boxed up. Clinging on now, Wilder. Moody inside work. Oof.
That's it. That's it.
Wilder's getting punched up and you hear me. That's it. He's trying to sun him, yeah, but he's getting punched up. It's mad. He's talking. Let me think of an example here. You know, if you're schooling someone and you're in full control and you're choosing to get hit as such. I don't know. You see Floyd sometimes in sparring. Unless it's Errol Spence who punched him up and he had to kick him out of the gym. But outside of the Errol Spence spar, you'll see Floyd in there on the ropes having fun. And he'll be talking because he's in complete control. Wilder's talking, but he's getting punched up. His head's getting rattled everywhere. Listen again.
That's it. All that you want, baby. All that you want.
As long as you want, baby.
All that you want, baby.
How does you want? That's the thing I will say though here. He's getting slapped about. There's no doubt about it. But it's weird when Fury would have him backed into the corner. I never really remember Wilder. You just saw it there. I never remember Wilder bending at the hip. That's a good thing to do. When someone's coming in, roll at the hips, come underneath and clinch them. He never does. He's kind of stood there in the second fight, all the fights really. He stands there like this. He's leaning back. His hands all over the place. Essentially, it's a bit like a. Well, I'm not saying this looks good, but he doesn't do the things he's doing here. Doesn't do him. Here we go. Watch. So Hrgovic comes in, rolls at the hips, and he's got him in the clinch. Numerous times, Fury would have him backed against the ropes, and Wilder would just be like a big stick-in mistake. Now, it's different when you haven't got a head guard. Clearly, Wilder's talking. One thing I will say, when people are talking in sparring, it most likely means you're not knocked out, are you? If you've just been knocked out, or you're proper loose as a goose, you're not really talking. So he feels he's comfortable, which we know about sparring. Sparring, in the most part, is a safe environment. In a fight, you've got little gloves on, the pressure's on you. So he's relaxed in this spar, doing things he doesn't do on fight night, end of the day. It's sloppy. It's clinging on, look, this is messy. It's getting boxed up, man, seriously.
Going to meet the people around the outside because he's starting to go around the outside of the show.
Yeah.
Hrgovic has got his number. Most times Wilder throws his jab out, Hrgovic dip into his left foot, or the right hand. Earlier in the clip, he's dipping it. So Hrgovic, I mean, Joe Joyce is fucked. I got to be honest with you, man. He's in trouble. This was 15 years ago. I think Joe Joyce beat him around this time, to be fair. But still, man, I think Joe's in real bad trouble, man. Joe's so slow. That jab, I think Hrgovic is going to be slipping it for fun. I really do. That jab going to be so slow. Slow as molasses. Joe's in trouble. And what Hrgovic does well, Danny Dubois even struggled with it. When Danny D would push his jab out, which I believe is probably quicker. Joe Joyce is more accurate with the jab, but Dubois is quicker and probably more powerful. Punch for punch. But Joe's going to go in there. What Hrgovic would do was, he'd slip the jab and bosh the right hand. He's caught Wilder a few times with it, doubling it up. And I think Joe is, in his current state, where we're seeing the, what would you call it, early onset CTE? Probably not. He's probably midway through at this point. Early onset would have been the Zhang 1 fight. Now after Zhang 2 and Chisora, he's in the middle stages now. He's in stage 2 CTE, where stage 4 is terminal. You're finished. Yeah, he's in stage 2 CTE. But after this fight, I hope I'm wrong here, but after this fight, I think Joe's going to be in stage 3. Yeah, the final ascent. Yeah, to stage 4ism. That's where he's going from this fight. Hrgovic, he loves picking his right hand too much, man. That's what Joe Joyce is a magnet for the right hand. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's been able to wind the clock back. I hope he's been able to learn how to block a right hand / keep his hand stuck on his head. I really do hope I'm wrong, but listen, he's 40 years old. He didn't want to listen to me. My Cuba's trainer, my trainer's Cuban, YB. So, okay, have a moody Cuban trainer. Get your head knocked off. All that moody Cubanness and your head come off. Come on now. Come on. Like this. Joe's like this. Just gappy down the middle. Big leaping gaps. Dong, dong. Come on, people. Stop playing, man. I think you see it here. Hrgovic slips the jab. Watch. There you go. Look. Wilder's jumped in with the jab. Hrgovic slipped it. Watch the right hand now. No, I didn't fight that time. Snappy right. Listen, people. His right hand's snappy, man. His right hand is snappy. That was a good shot.
Yes.
We said yes, and Wilder said yeah back. That's it. Again, there's roll at the hips. I don't understand why he didn't. Fury's arguably taller than Wilder. Fury really is all about the 1-2 down the middle. In that second fight in particular, it was 1-2 down the middle. Where was the dip at the hips from Wilder? I don't understand. He got caught like this every time, pulling back. It's quite interesting, but again, we know that sparring's just completely different than a real fight. A lot of the stuff goes out the window. That relaxedness you have, where you feel it's playful, it goes and you're just stiff as a board.
That's it. That's it.
There's some head movement there as well. That's what I mean. There's no. He just doesn't. He's not known to do that at all. He's not known to move his heads and move his feet. Like, I think he pivots as well. Watch. Hrgovic jumps in, jab, right hand. Wilder's rolled the jabs, rolled the right hand. No pivot though. No, his feet are all crossed up. So yeah. First time I've seen Wilder really come forward in a clinch like that. Just haven't seen it. It has to be said as well, I am really sceptical. I've been saying it for years, but I am sceptical of Wilder's power. He caught Hrgovic head guard in 16-ounce gloves or not. He caught Hrgovic clean a few times with the right hand and it just bounced off, which is what's been my base case for a while. I think you can look at Bermane Stiverne 1. And Bermane Stiverne came into that fight a WBC champion. And essentially he had something to lose. He was fighting for something. His belt, his world championship. Wilder couldn't punch all of a sudden. In 10-ounce gloves. Yeah, no knockdowns, no knockout of Bermane Stiverne. Oops. And Bermane Stiverne's really a C-level fighter. Straight up and down. There's nothing special about Bermane Stiverne. Bermane Stiverne is probably fair to say he's the start of serious boxing. Entry-level serious boxing. And Wilder couldn't put him down and knock him out. They say, oh, well, he had to go to hospital and whatnot. Whether he did or didn't is not the point. Wilder hit him with his best shots and they bounced off. And that's why I believe Fury is known to be chinny though, man. Mbonga put him down. Mbonga put him down, man. Seriously. So you can't even count that. Even then he couldn't finish his dinner with Fury. I think anyone with a decent chops, I don't think he stops them. Seriously. Luis Ortiz is 65 years old. Conservative estimates from the top genealogists I've spoke to on this topic. Yeah, tell me Luis Ortiz is 65 years old at least. Yeah, with today's technology, 65 years old. That's the age range, 65 to 70 years old. So you can't count that. We've just seen Mike Tyson in there at 60. You can't hold a shot at 60. Fact. How fit you are, how much experience you got. You can't hold a shot at 60 like you can when you're 40 or 35. So forget about Luis Ortiz. Mr. Blobby, Double Cheese Ruiz, he put Ortiz down 4 times. He can't punch. He's known not to be able to punch. He can't punch with Toffee. You can't punch with Toffee, man. Stop playing. Wilder's just fallen in though. Someone in the comments said, this guy, man, he's the most successful, most useless dude I've ever seen. Yeah? And Shelley Winklestein did a good job with him, essentially. His resume stunk the place out. Bear in mind, Shelley Winklestein was the Klitschko's manager as well. They never patterned that fight. That's what they didn't do. Wilder fought pure bums. I'll give him, if you have to, you give him the Ortiz one. If you have to, at most, you give. I mean, who did Ortiz beat though, man? Ortiz didn't even knock out Dave Allen. Now you can look at it one of two ways. Well, Dave Allen can't be stopped. I'm not sorry for people. Honestly, yeah, you put Dave Allen in there with Danny Dubois, I'm not sure he don't get stopped. Sorry, Ortiz stopped him but knocked him down. I'm not sure he don't get knocked out. Or AJ at the time. You put Dave Allen in there with AJ at the time, I'm not sure he don't get knocked out cold. So, you see the point I'm making? Yeah. What was the point I was making? I forgot the point I was making now, but listen. It makes sense. Whatever I said earlier, it makes sense. And that was it. Luis Ortiz, how good is he? His best win is Dave Allen, right? It's his best win. He stopped Dave Allen. Really? You're going to rate him because he stopped Dave Allen? I think it took him 8 rounds as well. Come on, man. Dave Allen came in like 4 weeks' notice. Let's have a look. Luis Ortiz, box rec. Dave Allen legitimately had 4 weeks for this fight. and he was paid 12 grand. And Dave Allen, even given 12 weeks, don't train, so we know he wasn't fit for Luis Ortiz. Yeah. For Dave Allen on 4 weeks' notice, he's not fit even a little bit. No good. No good at all. Yeah. Let's have a quick look here. Because they always rant and rave about Ortiz. Where's old T dusty arse? Oh, it's already on here. Where's what's his name again? Dave Allen. Dave Allen. Here we go. 7 rounds, people. In fact, it was 8 rounds. He got stopped in minute 2:59 of the 7th. So basically, it went 7 rounds. It got into the 8th essentially. It got into the last second of the 7th round. So Dave Allen on 4 weeks' notice. Dave Allen on 4 weeks' notice went 7 rounds of Luis Ortiz. Yeah, a man who's known not to train at all. Really? Really, people? That's the most phenomenal dude you ever seen in your life before? I think Dave Price, bear in mind the Dave Price fight as well, that was coming off. Dave Allen beat Lucas Brown. He was on. He was getting full camps. Whether he was training or not's irrelevant. He definitely wasn't training for Luis Ortiz on 4 weeks' notice. So forget about that. Let's have a look here. When did he fight David Price? Well, that went 10 rounds to be fair. He took the plumber from Liverpool to 10 rounds. He was doing 10 rounds. But again, that was the best Dave Allen you ever seen in your life, essentially. Fraser Clark did it in 6, but he was punching him in the balls. Tony Oka, 10 rounds. So yeah, we know Dave Allen's durable. But I don't know. Listen, Dillian White couldn't... Dillian White, man. Dillian White went life and death in that fight. I thought that fight was pretty close, I'm not going to lie. I thought that fight was close, man, to be honest. So yeah, do we give him credit for that? You have to rate Dillian White then. You have to rate Dillian White to rate Luis Ortiz. They're about the same level, essentially. And we saw what Fury did to him. Just hit him with one punch and he was out. Right. So I don't give Ortiz the... He's not as good as they said he was. He might have been when he was back in 1986, when it was documented that he was sparring Mike Tyson in the Catskills above the police station. But people, 1986 to 2015 is 30 years. Yeah? So the fact Luis Ortiz was Mike Tyson's chief sparring partner in 1986 and he was red hot then, that don't mean 30 years later when he's 58, 59, he's going to be red hot still. We've just seen Mike in there at 60. Stop playing. You finished at 60. So Luis Ortiz was finished at 60 when Wilder got his hands on him. That's the bottom line. So Wilder's resume is built of one old man. Yeah, one old man is what it was based off. And what I'm seeing here is, this is more of what we know already. Fair play to him, man. He's made a whole bunch of money. Good for him. But Hrgovic at 20 years old was giving him the beats, man. Seriously. Wilder was not... No one can watch this and tell me Wilder was in control of this spar. Not at all. Can't move mountains,
Let's go! Let's go!
It's a heavy bag session, really, for Wilder. For Hrgovic, sorry. If I'm honest. Most of it is a heavy bag session.
Let's go!
But he's saying let's go, but look. He's getting clobbered and Wilder's coming in like a zombie. He got caught by Fury like this as well. He got caught by Fury. You don't clinch from 3 feet out, look. Watch. He gets blocked there as well.
Let's go!
Let's go, he says. He says, let's go.
Let's go!
And then he's about 3 feet out. Wait there. Here we go. He's 3 feet out and he's engaging a clinch. Look, he's clinging on. He was doing that with Fury. He'd get hit and then go, oh, that's the worst thing to do ever. The worst thing to do ever is put your arms out like this, man. I don't know who was training him. His ego's big though. He probably believes he's doing the right thing. But yeah, I mean, it's a good spar as such. He didn't punk out. I liked his bars as well. So it's not like, I don't know. Let's think of someone. I've heard of some crybabies who can't take it. Wilder, I mean, he even showed that in 2 and 3 against Fury. He can take it. He's not a crybaby. He's not a Ben Whittaker. He's not a half-breed. Yeah, he's the full thing there. The half breed. I told you before. The half breeds are no good, man. The half bakes are no good. They're mutations. They're mutants. No good, man. Not fit for purpose. So listen, he came in there, full stock, no half breed, no half bake, and he took his licks against Fury. He took his licks against Hrgovic, and it's a phenomenal story how he pulled it off from what I'm seeing here. 20-year-old Hrgovic giving him the beats, heavy bag session, and he's just clinching and leaky deaky deaky deaky. Anyway, people, let me know your thoughts. All I can say is, yeah, pray for Joe Joyce. Seriously, we got to pray for Joe Joyce because he's going to be going through it. I hope I'm wrong, man. Swear down to you, man, right now. Wallahi, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong for real, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you, man, on the flip. Bah.